Hi everyone, it's great to see you. Today I'm sharing with you 5 of my favorite pink hydrangeas. So if you love pink flowers like I do, take a look at this video and see what you think. The first pink hydrangea that I am going to recommend for anybody who loves pink is going to be Summer Crush. Summer Crush is one of the endless summer hydrangeas, which means it is just super popular right now. The endless summer hydrangeas can be found at pretty much every nursery. So it should be easy for you to get your hands on this particular hydrangea. Summer Crush grows from about 3 feet tall to 3 feet wide, so it doesn't get too big, nice and rounded bush, and is hardy for zones 4 to 9. So really, like for me in zone 6B, it's a great choice. Here you have a picture of my Summer Crush just as it was starting to bloom and fill in with color. So it starts real light and then it deepens as it blooms further. On one of the garden tours that I attended this spring, this was one of the more formal gardens, and you can see all of the Summer Crush hydrangeas in here. It was beautiful. So this is just so inspirational to me to look at that. And then in this picture, you can see Summer Crush in sort of a deep pink. This is the color that I'm seeing Summer Crush most frequently when I see it at other people's houses. This is one of mine too. It's almost a deep raspberry color. Now, if you have really acidic soil, you can change this hydrangea, or this hydrangea will change to a bright purple. You will not be able to get a blue for this particular hydrangea. So I love that it's going to be in sort of that pink realm for me. And this color just really is highlighted very nicely by these potato vines with the lime green and then the beautiful pink petunias. If you love pink, you are also going to love Kimono. So Kimono is one of the newer hydrangeas. I did a video on it recently. I just got my first one, and these grow to be about 2 to 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet wide, and they're hardy for zones 5 to 8. As they first bloom, they bloom with white towards the center, outlined by a dark pinkish red, and then as they mature, they become more uniformly pink, like you see here. It really is a warm tone pink. It has a little bit more red color to it. Just really, really beautiful. Double Down is going to be the biggest hydrangea I'm recommending to you today. It grows from 3 to 4 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide, and it also can be either pink or blue. So if you have acidic soil, it will turn a very pastel blue, and if you don't, if you've added lime to your ground like I have, it'll be a very pastel pink. But when you look very closely at the blossoms, you can see this is a double flower. So there's just lots of little petals there. It really has a very unique look to it, a really good addition to your garden. And here in this picture, you can see it right in the center of this piece of my garden, just that real pastel, very nice contrast to some of the brighter colors that are there. Now this year I had 3 double downs. 1 was in the ground and 2 I overwintered in pots. They're all doing about the same, I'm finding. They have a handful of blossoms. I'm not finding this is as profuse as some of my hydrangeas, but they all are blooming. And then we have Fuschia Glow. So Fuschia Glow is hardy to zone 4, which is really good. Right now I have one in a pot, but I'm considering actually putting it in the ground. In 6B, being hardy to zone 4 means that not only would it have root hardiness, but I think that it has a pretty good chance of blooming even if I have some really cold weather in the winter. It grows 2 to 4 feet tall and wide and just stays this really bright color. This is one that's going to be in your range of pink, maybe a little bit of purple, no matter what type of soil you have. Right here in the center of this picture, you can see Cityline Paris. Cityline Paris is a real dwarf hydrangea. It only gets 1 to 2 feet tall and 1 to 2 or 3 feet wide. So it's really short, which means it's easy to cover it in the winter, which is great. I put a bucket over one that was in the garden that was dug into the ground, and then I also have the one that's in the pot here, and they're both doing really well. It really is a very deep pink. When it first starts to bloom, it has kind of a greenish center in the center of each little floret, and then it darkens all the way into a solid deep pink. It also has real leathery green foliage. I haven't had any trouble with slugs on these particular leaves, which is lovely. And here is a picture of one of them in my garden next to one of the daylilies. Just, it really contrasts very nicely with a lot of different flowers that you can surround these with. Hopefully, as you looked at these 5 different hydrangeas, one of them caught your eye, and you will be keeping your eyes open for it as you are shopping around for hydrangeas in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.